My mother-in-law got my wife and I a monogram vase for our anniversary. Aww. Is this the trope where the mother-in-law hates the husband? Is this like a subliminal message from her? Is she trying to be like, he's an ass? Just on trying to get the message communicated in the only way she knows how, through precious knickknacks and gorgeous engraving. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to EmKay. My name is Damian Lee, and today we're going through r/funny. 800B, the woman's care specialist mammogram and ultrasound, or if you're funny, it's the boob unit. Check it out, it even says it right on the door. All of them, officer. The hyena, the coyote, the lion, the alligator, the crocodile, and the cheetah. All of them. Lock them up. All of them did it. That's the easiest lineup of all time. Bookmarks, $3 or 3 for $10. Wait a minute. No, that's stupid. Wait, that's not even a deal. Bookmarks, $3. Okay, whatever. It's a little steep. Maybe I do like $1.50. But 3 for $10, I could buy them individually. I could come into your store, buy one bookmark 3 times, and only be charged $9. What do you mean 3 for 10? What are you talking about? You're stealing from me. You're stealing one whole dollar. Better be the best bookmark I've ever used. I have a mind for business. Monkey business. Woo! Woo! Well, how did the interview go? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have thrown my poop. I mean, they were on board with the chest beating and picking lice out of their hair to eat, and even when I took my clothes off to be more like a monkey, they were into it, but I couldn't stop myself. I kneeled down, their jaw dropped, right in the hand, I pooed right in the hand, and I said, that's where that goes, and I threw it. Oh, I have a problem. I'm Detective Shark, investigating the mystery of the lost manta ray. She's on you. Another case solved. That's why he's the best. That's why he's the best detective in the reef, all right? You think we would have hired anyone else? No. An octopus couldn't have solved this. A sea anemone? No enemy of mine could solve that. Only Detective Shark was qualified enough for the job. Cats and archery? So what? What is it? Why? Why is this a combination store? Why is this like the combination combination Long John Silver Taco Bell? And the no smoking sign, is that for the cats or the archers? Wait, there's a lot of questions I have here about this establishment. What's happening here? Oh, that's where she lives. Oh, rude to be. That's mean. What the man? That's where she lives, huh? It's ex-wife Avenue. Congrats on the divorce, Grant. Plenty more fish in the sea from your friends at the Arkansas Razorbacks. Dude, they're going crazy at the Donald W. Reynolds Arena. Look at it. Is that what it is down there? Is that why I see that name across the wall? They're having a great time. Listen, Grant is thriving, and he wanted to plaster it up on the Jumbotron for everyone else to see. Could you imagine if you were like a struggling couple going to like try to reconnect with each other by going to a sports game, and then you see that on the Jumbotron, and then you just kind of like give each other a side eye? Oh, it's horrible. Luby's. What the hell is a Luby's? I'm pretty sure I looked this up. Luby's is like a cafeteria style restaurant, big in Texas, which when I hear cafeteria style, I do think either Texas or Florida. Our fried fish is crispy, like your grass. I get it, Luby's. You saying because it's so hot, the grass is dead and crispy because the heat has killed all the grass? Is that the joke you're making, Luby's? Yeah, I'll give your fried fish a try. Sure, why not? I don't know if I'd trust anything that comes out of a place named Luby's. You know, it sounds indecent. This artwork in my dentist's office. Dude, this is really abstract. I love this. I love the callback to another classic art installment that's similar to this. And it really speaks on the importance of brushing your teeth. The tape is a society, holding the toothbrush, which is the practice of dentistry, close to the chest, which is the painting. The heart of the nation is represented by the canvas of the painting rather. It's important, It's an important thing. Brushing, flossing, probably a little bit of toothpaste too, I'd reckon. You're giving your mobile number to Burger King? Yeah, it's just for marketing and discounts on food. But later that night, when he's asleep, hey, you up? Yeah, that's right, it's the Burger King. Yeah, I can give you a Whopper. Is that what you want? Is that what you like? I got a Whopper for you. Now, put away that chicken fry, man. Ain't no one trying to see that. Put it away, Burger King. Die the way you lived. All of a sudden. That's the way to go. Don't drag it out. Don't make it a whole thing. Grandma, wrap it up. Okay? Don't sit there with your loved ones. I want you to live a full... Shut up. I got things to do, Grandma. I have so much to do, I don't even have time to write the crossbar on the A, okay? These are all upside down V's. That's how little time I have. The Holy Trinity. Oh my God. The Dollar Tree, the Family Dollar, and the Dollar General. This is sacred ground for white trash. This is like the Mecca for... for crackers. I do have a fun story about Dollar Tree. So when me and my brother lived with my folks and I would get paid from working various jobs I had, one thing me and my brother would always do is we would make it a point every week to go and stock up on some snacks from the Dollar Tree. And I don't know if you've ever walked into a dollar store with more than like 20 bucks in your pocket, but you feel like you could buy out the inventory. You walk in, you feel like a king walking into a dollar store and you're like, what do I want? I could buy anything, really. You know, and I mean, we basically were bringing in a dragon's hoard worth of gold to the Dollar Tree every time we went. We felt great. My wife asked me to keep an eye on the oven. Oh, you should have been more specific, ma'am. You should have said, like, keep your eyes on the oven because he's sleeping and now the pizza's been burnt to a crisp. It's charcoal in there. Because he thought it was funny to put an eye on the oven. He did what you asked, technically speaking, which he's gonna be like, that's the best kind of correct. But no, it's not what you meant. You had to give hyper-specific instructions because husbands are like genies in terms of when you ask them to do something, they will do what you technically asked, but not what you wanted. It's a classic gambit. There's a lake in Finland that looks like Finland. It's called the Nidokainen, and I've never seen more Finnish pride than the Finland lake. I think that's probably just the place it is in, right? The Nidokainen. I don't even think I'm saying that right. Is that the Nidokainen? I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just gonna throw those two pronunciations out there and may the best one win. But I've never seen more Finnish pride. I mean, it even got the little like tail end of land correct with the like. That's how close to detail it got. It wanted to be. It focused on accuracy and it won. God, family, football. Oh my God. Yes, dude. What do you? Listen, the game was going on. With how some of these guys are looking, the amount of Jesus they were receiving up there was too much for them to take. Look, they're crying up at the front of that pew. But he's like, Sunday service is good, but the Hawks are even better. Football! He's doing what he has to do. If God didn't want you to watch football during church, he wouldn't have scheduled the game during Mass and invented the mobile television phone. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If God didn't want you to walk into that church with a plan to catch the game, he would not have set up those circumstances. God bless it. Roll Tide. And he would not have given you two hands to open up the game on your phone and a place on the pew to set the phone on. He wouldn't have done those things. God willing, and he did. He did will it. Tough game? Yeah, real gamers enjoy a good challenge. Are you still on the name entry? You wouldn't understand because you're a filthy casual. I mean, there's just so many choices. You wouldn't get it. Just putting my name in there? Oh my word. What are you, a heathen? No, it's gotta be more complicated than that. Allow me to introduce you all to our base's captain, Harry Cox. Now don't laugh. That is this gentleman's name, and he is here to be your captain and lead you to victory. So I want you all to look him in the eyes, both of them, with a warm smile and a welcomed heart. Say, hi, Harry Cox, which is, again, this gentleman's name and is in no way a reference to the male anatomy. Harry Cox, again, his name. I just like saying it. I don't know why. Ho, Carnival. Oh, you mean Coachella? That's where they all come out to play and stink up the place for like a week. I've never been to a Coachella, but I assume it's very stinky there. I suck at fantasy football. Honk if you agree. What happened, man? Were you begging to get in your dad's fantasy league and he was like, all right, but if you lose, I'm gonna punish you. You didn't know what the punishment was. You assumed that you would have had it. You would assume that you put together a great team, but you didn't expect the draft, did you? You didn't know the draft was coming. Maybe this is someone who was already on the league and they lost. Yeah, this is a fun punishment. Man, honk if you agree is the worst part. Just horns blaring at you for 3 until he gets tired and wants to go home. Yeah, you had to endure that shame, man. You should have picked a better team. You should have drafted better. I have no idea how fantasy football works. Is it a draft? Is fantasy football not just LARPing for sports guys? Is that not what that is? Am I right in saying that? Adjusting ice may affect product taste. Drinks with less ice will not fill the cup. You can either get standard ice, extra ice, less ice, but we don't have no ice. That's not available. Oh, sorry. You have to get ice in the cup, dude. There's no other way we could do it. I don't know what you were expecting, to come into an establishment and not get ice. What do you think we are? Italian medicine cabinet. Oh yeah, you're gonna keep the tomato paste in the cabinet. I'm sure that does something. That's a remedy from Nana. You know what I'm talking about? Refrigerate after opening. Nah, that's just a myth. That's a fool's tale. Don't listen to that. They don't know what they're talking about. Spa 537 jerk spot. Yeah, it's where me and all the boys pull up. Right behind the Assembly Nouvelle Alliance. What's going on here? Is this Los Angeles? What is this? The jerk spot. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to get information about this place just from the visual. I can't tell. Okay, that's no parking from 7 a.m. to like 6 p.m. This looks like a half residential, half business area. I'm gonna guess this is the States, right? It's right by a church. I could see. The jerk spot is right next to a church, just so that way, first you empty your balls and then you empty, your sins at the church right next. You gotta make sure you get both at the same time. It's fun. Consolidating errands is always recommended. The Summer I Turned Pretty, Season 1. Wow, really? The renowned host, James May, embarks on a captivating journey across Japan, embracing the country's natural wonders and rich traditions. I don't know if that's what that show is about. Believe The Summer I Turned Pretty. Is it? It's like, I had to look it up. A girl is caught in a love triangle between two brothers as she deals with her first love and first heartbreak. Oh my God! During the perfect summer, oh my God! How does this have 3 seasons? How many summers did you turn pretty? What's going on? I don't get it. It's not for me, but good for them for getting renewed. Oh, what is this? Anxious Drivers Club. Please don't honk. I'll cry. There's gonna be some people you can't have that. There's gonna be people honking just for fun to see if you will cry. You know that? Don't honk, I'll cry. Burn! And then they'll quickly get into the other lane to like stare at you in the face to see if you're welling up, see if you're all misty-eyed. And they'll feel cheated if you're not. They'll be like, what the hell? I was promised tears, god damn it. I was promised real tears. I feel like I don't know if I did, depending on how I felt. If you cut me off and you're a part of the Anxious Drivers Club, sorry, I'm honking. Tears be damned. Maybe you shouldn't have cut me off. My girlfriend sent me this picture, convinced Amazon screwed up. I mean, what's going on? I got welcome for the class, but it says Melcow? I don't even know what Melcow means. Now listen, we could return this to Amazon and spend time finding a new one and getting all of it set up, which it's an option, but it's time consuming. Or, and hear me out, because I know this is a crackpot theory and you're gonna think I'm insane for this. What if we swapped the W and the M? I know it's supposed to say Melcow, but what if we just made it say welcome? What if we did that? I'm just saying. Mothman is real, and he stole my catalytic converter. You goddamn asshole. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him. They say he's always like he shows up whenever a bad omen's about to happen. That omen is him stealing my goddamn catalytic converter. And he borrowed $20 and never gave it back. Mothman is real, and he is trolling the mountains in West Virginia in my Fallout 76 playthroughs. He's an asshole, and he always shows up whenever I'm doing something. The Nasty Buffet. I don't want to know what they're selling in there. What kind of horrifying concoctions they've got brewing in the Nasty Buffet. I know in the daytime it's the Dynasty Buffet, and you walk in and it's a perfect, friendly establishment, but once night falls and those lights come on, you best believe it's anything but friendly. No, you're in the Nasty Buffet now, and whatever they say goes. Now our backyard squirrel doesn't have to steal from the bird feeder. Oh, because you got the nut bar, and there's all the stools they could sit down in and place their order for nuts, and you can have, full-on little squirrel conversations, and when they get a little too drunk off the nut, maybe a squirrel bar fight or two. What about that? I'm just saying there's options. There's a lot that can happen here. And as long as they don't figure out they could just open the hinge on that and get all the nuts they want, you can even charge a cover fee. Acorns to come in. Oh boy. From Optum. Dear patient, thank you for choosing to go paperless. Your shipments may no longer have paper inserts as your order information can be viewed online. To view your order information, please sign into your account or the mobile app. The Optum Home Delivery Team. We sent you this last piece of paper for the road so you could remember us. Keep it stored somewhere special, you know, as a little token of our time together being pen pals. My dog doing her performative shakes to guilt my mom into giving her food. My mom is the weakest link. Yeah, I had a full bowl of food moments earlier, but I feel like you've never had anything in your life. Please, I just want the table of scraps. Don't look at the camera. You know what you're doing. My Brick will do this sometimes where we'll feed him and then we're gonna have dinner. And then he stares. Have you ever seen like a flounder from the front? Like he has that kind of stare and he just looks and starts like snorting and looking at our food. Like, you can't have this, man. It's our food. 2, you're a French bulldog. If you don't eat what you're supposed to eat, you're gonna get gas and I don't want that. I don't want to have to deal with that. So either way, you lose. 10 out of 10, wood poop here again. Let's give it a review. Oh, wow. Maybe I would have turned this that way I could face the mountains, but this is nice. This is a really scenic bathroom, you know, and more to it, there's something about really well-designed bathrooms, and I'm talking ones with an interior, not ones that are a porta potty out in the meadow. But there is something about a really well-designed bathroom, a thoughtfully designed bathroom that makes you feel really luxurious because it shows like you've put thought into every, you know, facet of your home. This is one I can appreciate even though it's not in a home. There's something about being really serene. You feel like you're a part of nature even though you're using something man-made, you know? Being able to pop a squat while just taking in all the beauty of the world around you, that's great. You know? That feels like you've returned to like caveman times and you can like sit there and be like, wow, you feel connected to your ancestors, even if just for a moment. Oh, wow. Look, little buddy, your mommy sure looks like a princess, huh? Aw. What's this? It looks like a butt. Oh, well, now you ruined it. Look, there was a tender moment between your parents that you had to crawl up and rip it apart. Thanks, buddy. It's not a butt, but if it was, we would be lucky. How about that? All right, you don't know what you're saying, kid. You know what? Time out. Oh, wow, we could pull there, or we could push there. Which way do you want to go? Which way? You a pusher or a puller? You can come in either way. We accept any kind of any motion you like. This door will open. My favorite snack is, well, I know this is supposed to say pizza. I don't believe this kid intended to write what that says, because that says and I know they didn't mean that. You and I both know that was not the intention, but that is what we have. This kid also needs to try more pizza than just cheese. You're missing out on a world of flavors, and I'm gonna give you a little player tip, all right? This is the Damian Lee pizza tip. You're gonna wanna do a flat crust, all right? Nice and crispy, and then you're gonna wanna have hot sauce, all right? Buffalo sauce preferably. Then you're gonna do grilled chicken, you're gonna do onions, you're gonna do light cheese, all right? Hear me out. Having that, ooh. You go crazy, put a little pepper on there too, some green peppers. Oh, you got yourself a delicious snack. Only in Australia, car with no Rego license plates. Rego is what the Aussies call vehicle registration. It's illegal to drive with no Rego. This isn't a uniquely Australian thing. Yeah, like a car with that kind, that's like if someone was driving without a license plate here in the States, or like they didn't have their registration, and they just said, I don't need that. Like, this isn't uniquely Australian, except for the phrase no Rego. Other than that, you'll find this everywhere. People are horrible on the road every country you go to. They all suck. This man and his child are riding around my town at night. Well, that's fantastic. All right, and they're bonding. They have an activity that they like to do together, and that's beautiful. I'm not gonna shame that. You're not gonna catch me on that, all right? What are you doing? Being a negative Nancy, hating on how they bond, hating on how they connect? I'm not doing that. You won't catch me hating on that. That's beautiful. Good for them. Cotton candy here. Get your cotton candy. They make candy out of cotton? Those savages. We're made of cotton. So they're eating us? No, not quite, stuffed bear. See, it's not actually cotton. And then they go, oh. Having to explain to them cotton candy. I like that it's just accepted in this comics universe that stuffed toys can talk. Birth of Shrek. All right, go for it, man. And there it is. What'd you think was gonna happen, man? You're swinging an axe right down into the can. What did you think this is gonna be like a smooth operation? You think that there's gonna be no consequences to this? No, now you're Shrek. Go find your swamp ogre. Go look, ogre boy. My mom ordered a toilet plunger through a shopping app and got this. The Skibbity Toilet Plunger Blaster? Look, not for nothing, but the fact that that's got a movie on the way, there's a whole merch line, and Skibbity Toilet is as big as it is. If that can make it, your stupid idea can too. This should inspire you. That Skibbity Toilet having a whole merchandising line should be the most inspiring thing you ever see, because that means that anything can make it. That anyone can do anything. That's how I choose to look at it, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh man, no, I'm gonna be inspired of like, wow, this dumbest thing can get big. Maybe my ideas aren't so bad either. Maybe I can do something. It's very cool to see. Look how strong I am. Wow, it's cool, man. How'd you get that on the rocket? How about how'd you sneak that on? Huh? How about you do that on the Earth? How about we go weight plate for weight plate on Earth? All right, let's see how much you handle that. You want to brag on the moon? Came home late last night to find someone was too curious and got stuck when the automatic door in our chicken coop closed with the sunset. Oh, look at their face. Help. Hey, I made a mistake. Help. Poor guy. Dom subs? Well, certainly you have to pick one, right? You can't be both. Why are you being so greedy? Sir, we're nearing the planet Earth, where our Commodian comrades are being held captive. We don't know how well they're treated. We've always wondered what the Earthlings do with our countrymen, and now with this recently obtained video, we can finally see. Oh my God! That's what they've been doing the whole time? Oh, good Lord! Total shock. Total anarchy. Who does number 2 work for? Come on, man, you're getting the wrong guy. Number 2 doesn't work for anyone, man. Let the count go. Austin, he's right behind the wall. Austin, you're not looking.